What's going on, y'all? So look, this is something a little bit different that you really don't. I talked about chasing reality on my channel once before because y'all know if you don't usually see me talk about something, it's because it got on my nerves or it's really, really good, okay? Because sometimes, I just want to watch stuff for my own entertainment, my own enjoyment, and stuff like that. And I find a lot of these YouTube web series, they are very much entertaining. Like some of the shit needs to be on TV, okay? And then, I find that we have a lot more LGBT representation on YouTube than we do on TV. So therefore, I'm making my best to support as many as I can. And one of the best web series that stood out to me is the Chasing Reality one, and that's mostly because, like, when I tell you that they be on time with they shit, the production be good as ever, and I'm the type of person that, listen, I don't like when people are inconsistent, okay? And I like when, you keep your viewers and your supporters informed about what's going on. And so that is like the main draw for me when I watch Chasing Reality programs and stuff. They're very, very consistent. And like I said, the production value from when they first started to where they are now, baby, when I tell you elevation, elevation, okay? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get better, you're supposed to improve and everything, and that is what they're doing, okay? And, you know, um, like I said, always on time. And if they're not on time and they're going to be delayed, they will make sure to let their audience know so we won't be just sitting here like, bitch, what's going on? What's happening or whatever. I don't want to bring up another web series because I'm very disappointed in that web series because I was very much into that one too, but they just dropped the ball big time. But we're not going to go there. This is about chasing reality. And, the popular shows on Chasing Reality channel is the Chasing Atlanta, Chasing Dallas, and now we have a new city. It's Chasing LA, and Chasing LA just ended their first season, and they just had the reunion part one this week. Okay, I'm getting on here because, baby, listen, it bothered me so much. I wish I had a lot of positive things to say about this season. And y'all know I only do this sometimes when I just, like, for me, I feel like it's constructive criticism because, yes, you got to point out some of the negatives, but give suggestions as to what you think should happen or whatever, and not just come off as a hater or anything, because I don't hate anybody. I just irritated with a lot of things that went down in this season. With Chasing Atlanta, from what I can remember, and Chasing Dallas, like from the first season, that is what you use to get to introduce yourself to the audience, okay? We don't know these people. Most of the time, we don't know the people that's coming on, all right? And you use that first season, and especially the first few episodes, the very first few episodes, to introduce yourself, okay? Let us know what you're about, all right? One thing that I feel as though a lot of people feel at when they get on reality TV. And this is coming from somebody who basically has a YouTube career off of reviewing reality TV shows on TV and other things or whatever, and have been seeing the pattern, okay, of what people do wrong. And one of the main things that people do wrong when they get on reality TV is they try too hard to make themselves to appear better than, or to have this illusion of grandeur. You know what I'm saying? And people will call that out. People will see that. And I don't know if it's because it's a web series and it's independent, and, they're trying to live up to something because of what they see on other shows or whatever. So let me act like I'm this and I got that and all this stuff. Don't do that. Just come on and be yourself. We don't need the extras and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes that's cute, but we don't need to overdo it. Now, with Chasing Atlanta, Chasing Dallas, I will say both, as soon as I saw them, I was captivated. You know, um, it was something new, especially with Chasing Atlanta. It was something new, okay? And that's what drew me in. Then we get season one of Chasing Dallas, And, you know, it did start off a little slow, a little bit, but it still kept me wanting to keep on watching. You know, everybody was a character. Even if I didn't agree with some of the things that some people said, it still kept me watching. It wasn't bad enough where I was thinking like, I don't even want to watch the next season. I never got that feeling from Chasing Atlanta. I never got that feeling from Chasing Dallas. I'm actually glad that Chasing Dallas season 3 is coming back this fall, so that's a good look. But when I heard that Chasing LA was coming, I was like, okay, cool. I'm amped about it. Mind you, one of the producers or whoever, producers on the show for Chasing LA is Q, and he comes from Chasing Atlanta. So I'm thinking, since he was a cast member, of course this would be a good show. He knows how to work this thing. Now he was in front of the camera. Now he's about to be behind the cameras and behind the scenes. So of course, yes, this is going to be good. I am so sorry, but I did not get that feeling. I was so disappointed in this season. And maybe some of y'all, if y'all actually watched the show and, you know, cared about it or whatever, some of y'all may feel different. But me, I'm giving my honest opinion. I was really turned off from this season, okay? I was really, really turned off from this season because, yes, everybody is a character, but for some reason, and we know that people try to boost themselves up to make themselves, stand out and shit like that, but it just felt like a whole bunch of unnecessary shit was just thrown at us for no reason. Like the fighting and the drama, it didn't come natural. It didn't feel natural. It didn't feel authentic. It's like the first fucking episode and y'all literally about to go to blows and y'all just met each other. How am I hating on somebody or having issues with somebody that I just met? And to the point where we're literally about to throw down in the middle of a fucking pandemic? I just did not understand that. It just it was just too much. And I will say this, Chasing LA disappointed me in the way that I've never watched something where the whole entire cast, out of the whole entire cast, only a couple of people didn't bother me. And then my views never changed at the end of the season and even into the reunion. That's bad to me. Okay, that's how I feel. The only one that I can truly say stayed true to themselves throughout the whole season. Oh God, it's cold up in here in my workroom. So if it sounds like I'm stumbling or whatever, bitch, I'm trying not to shake because bitch, I am freezing. I'm finna go outside in a second because baby, it's cold in here. But the only one I feel that stayed true to themselves and wasn't trying too hard was being a peacemaker and wasn't even really trying to be a peacemaker. It just felt like that's really how they were. That's their character. That's their demeanor was Hershey. Okay. Miss Hershey just, if it ain't got shit to do with me, why do I need to get involved? And then if I can calm the situation down, I'm gonna calm the situation down. That was her. And I love that about her, okay? I'm not gonna get into unnecessary drama when I don't need to. Like, if I think that the shit is stupid, it's stupid. And I'm just going to sit off to the side and let y'all look stupid. And that is exactly what she did, okay? Now, Miss Jayla, she was cool for the most part, but when she threw that drink on Andre, I just really wasn't here for it. I was like, because I just knew where it was going. And then this season, and speaking of Andre, oh my God. And let me just put this out here. I'm not saying that I hate anyone, okay? I'm just saying I was irritated by these people. It ain't even a dislike. It was just, I wouldn't probably be cool with them because of the way they come off in their personality. Like, I wouldn't want to try to be friends with them, anything like that. But I'm not saying that they're bad people. I'm just saying I don't know if this was an act for the show or whatever. But a lot of this shit seemed so put on, and it was just irritating, and I just couldn't get with it, okay? I don't like those type of antics. Yes, I'm here for drama. Yes, I'm here for, if we get into an argument, maybe we get into a little fight or whatever, but make it make sense, okay? Make it make sense, all right? A lot of this shit didn't make sense. It just felt like they were putting on for the camera, and at one particular point, I was like, get rid of the whole fucking cast. Get rid of the whole fucking cast. They did not do a good job in casting these people, okay? Like, what is going on, what was the girl? Alicia? Like, I wanted to like her, but it just seemed like, she had a chip on her shoulder, and she just, like, her nose felt, it was like her nose was turned up at everybody from the very beginning, I just didn't like that. But then she had a reason later on to have her nose turned up because some of the things that was being said, I just didn't agree with, I didn't like, okay? And after that, Andre, like, he was the one that was the top of my annoyance list. Okay, he was just really too extra. He made himself feel as though he was damn near better and doing better things than everybody else. You probably out here working, okay, but especially when he says he's doing these films and stuff like that, you ain't doing blockbuster films or whatever. You're doing straight to fucking DVD shit or straight to Amazon Prime Video. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get on there, But the fact of the matter is, not to put you down, you're working though, okay? But don't put yourself so far up to make somebody else feel like they're down here, okay? And I hate that. I hate that. He was so fucking extra. He was just doing the fucking most, and he was the most irritating fucking person on this goddamn cast. Then you got D. Hawkins. I thought I was gonna love him, and he's a liar. Not necessarily a liar. He just can't hold himself. He just can't take accountability, because that reunion, bitch, when Jeremy. Oh my God, when Jeremy called his ass out and laid everything out, and they was trying to get that motherfucker to just say, okay, yeah, this is what happened. I take accountability for it. He's stumbling over it. He's saying, I can't remember all of a sudden. It was just irritating as hell. I'm like, what is going on? And he also looked like he was performing as well, Who else? Isn't that Ian, the one that came in that was Andre's friend? He was okay. He was a little messy, but he was a messy that I can tolerate. Like, he wasn't too much, but it still was enough there. Y'all know I do like the mess, but I don't like so overtly messy. We can be a little bit shady or whatever, be cute here and there and all that. It's cool. King Payne? He was cool or whatever, I was so damn tired of him singing periana. I was like, God damn, can we come up with something else? Okay? Y'all will wear a fucking word out, okay? Wear it the fuck out, bitch. I thought Andre was being shady for no fucking reason to him, okay? He did grow on me, and I'm talking about King Payne. Who else was on the show? Quan. What turned me off from Quan, and this was my main gripe with Quan, was when he said that comment about Andre and King Payne both being black and ugly. And you say it as if it's a problem being black. And don't put black and then you put black and ugly together as if, you can have somebody come in and interpret that as, oh, because they're black, they're ugly. And because they're darker shades, okay? And that's a colorist comment, okay? That is a very much colorist comment, And then you have Fran coming on being transphobic as fuck. D. Hawkins was being transphobic as fuck, okay? I did not understand why was you being transphobic, all right? And that's something that people don't know within the LGBT community. Just because people can be gay, people are lesbian, people can be bisexual, they can also be transphobic, okay? And I hate the fact that there is a division sometimes with trans people and gay, lesbian people, or whatever, bi people. You know what I'm saying? I hate that fact, all right? Just because, you don't understand why they want to do this and want to do that, and that still doesn't mean that you get to misgender them or whatever. Fran was just insufferable at times because, fuck, bitch, what the fuck did you do? Like, Fran was there taking up space, okay? Fran was just... he was a lackey, okay? He was very much insignificant. And he just showed himself to be very much ignorant. I'm just going to say it just like that. On that reunion, you're very ignorant, okay? Andre, with your IKEA rug on, you just was a lot, okay? The attitude and everything. The only one that kept it calm and collected that I was on the same wavelength with was Jayla when she was at that reunion. Because, bitch, I would have been cussing one of them motherfuckers out. Because y'all not going to come at me the way that they was coming at people, okay? But when it comes to the reunion... let me just talk about the season. Like, bitch, I'm just so disappointed. I was just disgusted damn near every episode that I watched. because it was like the argument, and I'm not saying, let me not say disgusted. I'm gonna just say disappointed, because disgusted I feel is a strong word. I'm gonna say disappointed because y'all fighting over what? Like, some of the stuff that they was fighting over, it just didn't make sense, okay? And it just felt like they was doing this for a storyline, just to stress something out, to have some drama, to fill up the show or whatever, to give us a season. And I get it that we do like the mess, we do like shade, we do like drama and all that stuff, but you don't have to throw it all at us so much at once, you know what I'm saying? And it don't have to be so much. We like it when it makes sense. Okay, we like it when it makes sense. We like a little kiki here and a little kiki there or whatever, but we like it when it makes sense. Okay, it was just too much. I just did not connect with this season. This season of Chasing LA. I didn't connect with it at all. I didn't find it very much enjoyable. I got annoyed with it, and the only reason why I truly kept watching it is because I support the Chasing reality franchise, and once I start something, I have to finish it all the way through, you know. And it came to a point where I was like, um, it came to a point when it was just like, damn it, just go back and take this whole cast and just do it over again. Bring back. Bring Hershey back. You can bring King Payne back. Possibly, I was teetering tottering on Jayla. Um, I hope I'm saying her name right, Jayla. You know, maybe Jeremy. Jeremy didn't bother me that much, okay? And bring them back, okay? That's fine, whatever. But, you know, recast some stuff. But then I get to thinking, like, no, no, this is just the first season, okay? This is just the first season. And I've seen some other comments that kind of, you know, in line with what I was saying, you know, and how I felt. They felt similar ways, okay, about the season and some of the people on the show. And this is their first season, so maybe if they come back, they see what people have been saying, the good, the bad, the in between, and they can take that honestly and, you know, fix it, okay, or improve, you know, just do a little bit better. So I would like for everybody to come back, you know, and get a second chance to give another impression, you know what I'm saying? As far as the reunion host and that whole drama, I don't give it. Let me tell you something. Imani Van Zant should have came out there and she should have hosted. I don't care what drama was going on behind the scenes with Q, whatever, and the fact that y'all falling out and you felt that she was going in too hard on her little recaps. No, she wasn't going in too hard. When you bring somebody onto a show to talk about the show, regardless of what type of input they had on it, you can't have them that's known for being vocal and telling the truth. You can't have them sugarcoat and tone it down just because, you know, they had a small part of, you know, putting this together, whatever. You can put something together and realize, damn, this is fucked up, and you can call it out. You can't sit there and not want people to say nothing about your show or give constructive criticism and give the honest truth. It's not always going to be roses, okay? And you can't get in your feelings when it's not all positive reviews, all right? Imani was being honest. Imani was being truthful, regardless of how hard you felt she may was going or whatever, or how hard she was being. I felt she was perfectly fine because there was some of the shit that I would have said, okay? But she also gave advice afterwards. You know what I'm saying? You should do this. You should do that. I feel this way because, but I see room for improvement. I connected with Imani. A lot of us connected with Imani and felt that she should have been the one to have hosted this reunion. Okay? Y'all got Mr. Ray. Now, let me tell you something. I used to really like Mr. Ray, especially because, you know, growing up, I was coming to a time, you know, going through a time where I was trying to, you had the fact that, and come to terms with the fact that I was gay, you know, that I was a lesbian. And then I didn't see people like me in my community, lesbian or gays, on TV and stuff like that. And then I see College Hill and I see him on there and he's this gay man and he's out, he's open, he's free. You know what I'm saying? To be him, he don't care what nobody say. So that instantly drew me to him, all right? And this was when I was younger, okay? When College Hill was on TV, that was everything to see that, you know? And then to see him go on and do other things, and I really thought that I was gonna love him when he got on Love and Hip Hop. And I didn't. Like, certain things happened on there that just changed my perception of him. Not all the way, but a little bit. But I'm not saying he's not a decent person or, you know, a cool person, but I just feel like because he's too close to the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because he was cool with people on both sides of certain arguments or whatever. Because by the end of the season, the cast had basically, it was a clear division. You're either on this side with Andre or you're on this side with Jayla and Alicia. Okay? And if Quan and T-Pain, King Pain and them, okay? You're either on this side or that side. And Mr. Ray, he was cool with both sides, okay? And so it just felt like he was not controlling the reunion the way that you're supposed to control a reunion. He was just trying to be cool and, you know, kiki with everybody. You know, it wasn't, okay, well, I'm going to ask you this question, but we need to hold you accountable for this. Now, did you really say this? It was like, girl, did you really do that? Then what you mean about that? No, we don't need that. It just, I don't know. It just didn't work for me. I needed somebody that could actually call a motherfucker out on their shit and wasn't scared to do so and wasn't trying to be people's friend. Okay, we needed Imani, and if we couldn't get Imani, we needed somebody else that would, you know, that was neutral. That wasn't even neutral, that didn't have no affiliation with anybody. But they saw the show, but they can ask the questions that we all wanted to be asked. Okay, I didn't like the fact in this first part when they showed the part about Quan saying what he said about the, you know, you're both black and you're both ugly. They didn't even acknowledge that. They tried to acknowledge the transphobia that was being said, but that part, that's colorism. That's also an issue that goes on in our community. And girl, I wish they would have acknowledged it, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, it's not terrible, but I was just disappointed in this season. And I do see room for improvement, and I do feel like if they just go back and restructure some things, you know, come together, work out the kinks, work out the attitudes and stuff like that, the issues that was going on behind the scenes as well, they can do it. They can do it. It can, you know, improve and get better. You know, I'm not giving up on the show, but I wouldn't be me if I wouldn't give my honest opinion about it. Everything is not going to be positive or, you know, that's great, because everything wasn't great. You know, it had its fun moments, it had its nice moments and stuff. I will say they did show them actually doing whatever it is that they were trying to chase, and I did appreciate that. I love that part about the show, you know, that these are LGBT black entrepreneurs out here trying to chase their dreams. And I love that part about Atlanta, LA, and Dallas, you know. So just take these as constructive criticism, and, you know, hopefully people don't get upset with it, because it's not trying to make people upset. It's just true feelings. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you watch it, tell me, how did you feel? I just felt disconnected. And I never felt disconnected from Atlanta or, you know, Dallas or anything. Even with the ones that irritated me, I still was like, yeah, I can't wait to look at each episode, you know. This season, not so much. But hopefully it gets better next season. I do want them to bring it back for a season 2. I do. And with the same cast, okay? But y'all tell me how y'all feel about it if you watch it. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.